Hi friends, this is Manikanta Prasanna Kumar. Welcome to my channel Maths with Money. Regarding myself, I have more than 5 years teaching experience in advanced maths, and I also cracked RRB NTPC, and I also selected as Goods Guard, and I twice cracked CGL in 2017 and 18 and selected as examiner in CGL 2017 with an all India rank of 1777, and in CGL 2018 I got preventive officer with an all India rank of 722. So friends, today we are discussing best trick to remember the Indian arts in UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage. So first, what are intangible cultural heritage? Intangible, tangible. Tangible means you can see that, like monuments, caves. Okay, that architecture comes under tangible cultural heritage. Intangible means like which are not in the form of architecture. Okay, so they comes under intangible cultural heritage, like dance forms, okay, or gatherings, or any like Sankirtanas, maybe in musical form or dance form, whatever it may be, they are intangible, they cannot touch, like that. Okay, so first you have to remember small things before remembering the trick. Okay, so that is, what is the eligibility, uh, to join UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage for any dance form or any singing or whatever it may be. So to join in this group, what is the eligibility? So there are four things you have to remember. When these four things are there, then definitely UNESCO will accept that form into their ICH list. Okay, there are total 14 arts, Indian art forms in UNESCO's ICH. We will discuss each and everything, not in detail but small things, and after that at last we will definitely I'll definitely tell you the trick to remember all these 14 sites, which is, this trick is very important for most of the central government exams and also for state government exams, which has art and culture in its syllabus. Okay, so in the eligibility, the first thing is it should be traditional, and it should be contemporary and living at the same time. That dance form or that singing form, whatever it may be, now also present time also it should be living, it should be practicing now also, in the present days also. Okay, that is the first thing. And it should be inclusive, like contribute to social cohesion and encouraging a sense of identity. And it should be representative, like skills and customs passed on from generation to generation. There are many dance forms, or there are many forms which are passing from generation to generation. There is no coaching centers for that. The father will teach that form or dance form to his son or to his child. Okay, we will discuss that also. Okay, and it should be community based, very important. It should be community based. Many dance forms are by the only that particular community only. Other communities won't do that dance forms or singing, whatever it may be. Okay, so now we will discuss all these 14 ICH Indian arts which are included in UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage. Let's see. So total we have 14 ICH art forms. I'll tell you one by one generally, and in detail we will discuss. And the recent Indian art form which is included in ICH was Durga Puja in Kolkata. Durga Puja celebrated on Dasara festival in Kolkata, which was inscribed in UNESCO's ICH in 2021. That is important. This is a recent thing. Before that, Kumbh Mela. Okay, we will tell for the first one which was inscribed in 2008, that is a tradition of Vedic chanting. Next, Ramlila. Next, Kudiyattam, Raman, Muriat, Kalibelia, Chauhou Dance form, and Buddhist chanting of Ladakh, Sinkirtanas, and traditional brass and copper craft of utensil making, yoga, and Navroz. It is a Parsi New Year festival, and Kumbh Mela and Durga Puja. These are the 14 forms which are included. And you have to remember the year of inscription also, because you may get a question in civils, UPSC, or in any state government exams, like in which year Navroz festival was inscripted in UNESCO's ICH. You may get a question like that. That is 2016. Okay, 2 are inscripted in 2016 and 3 are inscripted in 2010 and 3 are inscripted in 2008. You have to remember the years also. Okay, now we will discuss one by one in general. Let's see the first one, that is a tradition of Vedic chanting. Tradition of Vedic chanting, first one. So basically this Vedic chanting is nothing but way of reciting Vedas. We have 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharvana Veda. All the 4 Vedas. The reciting of Vedas, the way of reciting Vedas is tradition of Vedic chanting, and this is in the states of Maharashtra, Odisha, and Kerala and Karnataka, not in other places. Okay, please remember the UNESCO's ICH form, which was inscribed like tradition of Vedic chanting, is based on the states of Maharashtra, Odisha, Kerala, and Karnataka. Okay, that is the first one. These 2 small points you have to remember with the trick also. Okay, the second form is Ramlila. Ramlila means it is a traditional performance of Ramayana. In the state of Uttar Pradesh, that is in Varanasi, particularly it is in Varanasi. It is practiced across northern India during the Dasara celebration. Basically, in the festival of Dasara, it is a 10 days festival in northern India and in the eastern parts of India. Okay, at that time of those celebration, they performed this traditional art. And in that Ramayana, in even some places Mahabharata also. Okay, that is Ramlila. Okay, and the place is Uttar Pradesh state related to this. Next one is Kudiyattam. Kudiyattam is India's oldest living tradition and kind of a theatre. It's a theatrical art form dating back to the 10th century AD in Kerala. Particularly it is in Kerala only. And it is a Sanskrit theatre with the traditional Kuthu features, and it is presented by the communities Chakyars and Nangiyars. This is also very important, because in the UPSC exam you may get a question which of the following are true regarding Kudiyattam. Okay, it is presented by Chakyars and Nangiyars, or it is presented by only Chakyars community, like that. So it is not only by Chakyars, it is presented by both Chakyars and Nangiyars, and it is a Sanskrit theatrical form and only in Kerala. Okay, and the next one is 4th one, that is a Raman. Raman is a religious festival and ritual theatrical form of the Garhwal Himalayas. Garhwal Himalayas are in Uttarakhand. The state related to this festival Raman is Uttarakhand, and it is a multi-form cultural event that combines drama, music, historical reconstructions, and traditional oral and written narratives to represent the community's environment. We already discussed in the eligibility of ICH, there should be community based thing. Okay, here they are representing the community's environment, and also there are many things, cultural things, which are a combination of drama, music, historical reconstructions, and traditions. Okay, this is regarding Raman. Next, Muriyattu, 5th one, that is Muriyattu. It is also a ritual theatre and dance drama of Kerala, particularly of Kerala state. Muriyattu performers purify themselves via fasting and prayer. Basically, in this dance form, mostly the performers will do expensive makeups. Okay, like this. If you observe the dance form of Muriyattu or Kudiyattam, like the dance forms, the makeup is very expensive, and they purify themselves through fasting and prayer. Okay. Next, it is purely dance form of Kerala. Next, Kalibelia, that is 6th one. Kalibelia is nothing but it is the folk songs and dances of Rajasthani dancers. Okay, and the dancers are snake charmers. not normal. Snake charmers is one community, yes. So this dance form are these songs performed by the snake charmers of Rajasthan particularly, and the songs which are by the snake charmers in the Kalibelia, they convey the mythical knowledge, okay, mythical knowledge through storytelling. They perform the dance form through storytelling, and the stories are mythological stories, okay, and they are performed by snake charmers. And next one, that is seventh one, Chauhou Dance. Most of you know this is a tribal martial art form, martial art dance form. That means it is a dance form in which they perform some martial arts also. And he is a villain and he is the Kali, she is the Kali. Here also it is expensive makeups with big kiritas like that. And this Kali is killing this some demon, okay, like that they will perform the dance form through some martial arts also, okay. It is performed during the Chaitra Parva means it is a Hindu New Year, first month of Hindu New Year, yes, Chaitra Mas, and it is performed in the states of Odisha, Jharkhand and West Bengal, okay, only these three states. Next, and please remember these small 2-3 points are enough in the case of these intangible cultural heritage sites, not more than that. And Buddhist chanting of Ladakh, this is also very important. A recitation of the sacred Buddhist texts in the trans-Himalayan Ladakh region, Jammu and Kashmir in India. So this Buddhist chanting, that means chanting, I hope all of you know chanting. The chanting is done for the people's spiritual and moral well-being. The chanting, what they chant in the Ladakh region, they have two types of Buddhism, Mahayana and Hinayana Buddhism. Yes, based on the Buddhist traditions, they will tell the stories, they will chant the stories, okay, all the days. Every day they will chant these Buddhist stories and like that. And in the regions of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir, okay. Next one, and Sinkirtana, ninth one, Sinkirtana, a ritual singing, drumming and dancing of Manipur. It means they sing, they dance, they drum, all the things happen in this form, okay. So it is mustly, and it must in the state of Manipur, okay. Collection of arts, what are the art forms? Drumming, dancing, singing, done by the Vaishnava people. The community is Vaishnava people of the Manipur plains to commemorate religious festival and stages in their lives. Whenever some religious festivals are happening, then they will do like that. It is very good festival in the state of Manipur. And here one more important thing is cymbals and drums are the most commonly used musical instruments. You may get a question in UPSC or any other state government exams like which of the following is true regarding Sinkirtana of Manipur. The first one is, it is done by the Vaishnava people of the Manipur, and the second means drums are only instruments used in the Sankirtanas. No, not the only drums. Cymbals are also used. Cymbals and drums are the most commonly used. Okay, and it is viewed as God's tangible manifestation. Very important. It is viewed as they viewed themselves as God's tangible manifestation. Okay, and next one, that is a 10th one. Traditional brass and copper craft of utensil making among the Tateras of Jandiala Guru, Punjab, India. Please remember, it is not regarding the brass and copper craft of Buditi in Andhra Pradesh. It is in the state of Punjab, that only included in the ICH of UNESCO, not in other brass crafting. Okay, please remember, because it is done by the Tateras of Jandiala Guru. The skill of the Tateras of Jandiala Guru is a traditional Punjabi technique for making brass and copper utensils. He is the one who started this, and his skill was transformed from generation to generation. And for Tateras community, metal work is more than just a source of income. This work is important. Whatever the money they are getting, whether it is less or more, it is not their thing. Okay, the tradition, the following the tradition is important for them. And here one more important thing is brass, copper and kansa. Kansa means a zinc, tin and copper alloy. That is a alloy of all the things are the metals used. Okay, please remember, you may get a question like this: brass and copper are the only metals used in the making of utensils in the traditional brass and copper craft of Punjab. No, here one more thing is that is kansa. And utensils can be made for the ritual or practical purposes and can be used by individuals or groups at special events like weddings or temples. They are using for these purposes only. Okay, that much importance is given to these utensils. And that state is, the related state is Punjab, not in other states. Next one, yoga. Yoga is a series of postures, meditations, controlled breathing, word chanting and other practices that help individuals reach self-realization, relieve suffering and achieve a state of liberation. That is yoga. Yoga will give you not only physical strength and also gives you mental strength. That's why practicing of yoga is must in everybody's life. It should be it should be one of the habit or one of the thing in your life. Then only you will be happy. Okay, and because of that only our Prime Minister included this in the UNESCO also, and because of that the International Day of Yoga was celebrated annually on the June 21st. And this is one of the important question also in any government exams, whether it is central or state government, on which day International Day of Yoga was celebrating. Okay, that is June 21st. And this is also recently inscripted. Okay, not recently, that means 2020, 21 like that previously. Okay, next one, that is 12th one, Navroz. Navroz is a Parsi New Year festival and it is a religious festival that commemorates the first day of Farvardin, that is the first month of the Iranian solar Zoroastrianism calendar. Based on that calendar, the first month of the calendar, they will celebrate this New Year festival. That is Navroz. Okay, so most of the people has a doubt that, sir, it is Iranian solar calendar and it is a Parsi festival. Why it was included as an Indian art form? Because it was celebrated not only in Iran, Afghanistan or Iraq's Kurdish areas and Turkey, as well as by Parsis in India. That's why we can call this as Indian art form, which is inscribed in ICH. Okay, and it was celebrated on every year on the day of March 21st, because it was celebrated around March at the spring equinox. On which day spring equinox generally happen? March 21st. So that's why on the day of March 21st they will celebrate. Okay, and next one, that is 13th, very important, that is Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela is recently inscripted and it is the world's biggest peaceful gathering of pilgrims. Please remember this part, peaceful gathering, world's biggest, it is not world's biggest gathering, peaceful gathering of pilgrims. And every 3 years the event rotates between the places Prayagraj, Haridwar, Ujjain and Nasik, and it attracting the millions of people of all castes, all creeds and genders. And the normal Kumbh Mela is held every 3 years, and the Ardh Kumbh Mela is held every 6 years at Haridwar and Allahabad. Kumbh Mela is every 3 years. Ardh Kumbh Mela, that is off Kumbh Mela, is held every 6 years at Haridwar and Prayag, that is Allahabad. But the Purna Kumbh Mela, that is complete Kumbh Mela, takes place every 12 years at 4 places, that is Prayag, Haridwar, Ujjain and Nashik based on the planetary movements. This gathering took place based on the planetary movements. Okay, they will decide at which place the Mela should organize. Okay, and what are those places? Prayag, that is in Allahabad, and Haridwar, Ujjain and Nashik. These are the 4 places you have to remember. Clear? And the last one, that is the 14th one, Durga Puja in Kolkata, which was recently inscripted, that is in 2021, and this is an annual event held in September or October in Kolkata, that is in West Bengal. Basically, Durga Puja in our South India, we will celebrate it as Dasara in general, okay, and it commemorates the Hindu mother goddess Durga's 10-day adoration. I hope all of you know this Dasara festival, but in Dasara, in the Kolkata regions, they will celebrate like any event. Okay, that's why it was included in the Intangible Cultural Heritage of UNESCO. Okay, now all the things we were discussed regarding all the 14 things. Now finally we came trick. What is the trick? Trick to remember all the ICH art forms, and that too Indian art forms. Corn, I hope all of you know popcorn, okay, or sweet corn. Corn is a rich source of all vitamins including D and increase metabolism. It was told by Triple K. I hope all of you watch the movie Triple R, RRR. It is given by KKK. I have one of my friend KKK, K3, that is, his name is K Kranti Kumar, okay, Triple K. So, he is my best friend, so I included his name in this trick and I am very very happy for that. And this is the best trick to remember that all the ICH forms. First thing is how this trick is related to ICH. After all of your preparation, one thing you remember, not only this trick, there are many tricks to remember national parks, or the countries passing through equator, or the countries surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. There are so many tricks, okay, you have to remember for the exams. But out of all the trick which is resembling the ICH, okay, that's why I included ICH in this trick. So after seeing this, you can remember, oh, this trick is for ICH art forms. Okay, that's why ICH means Intangible Cultural Heritage Sites. Now coming to CRN, CRN, the capital letters resembling the art form. So C means Chauhou Dance, and R means Raman festival, and N means Navroz. Again here one more R is there, that is Ramlila. So first 4 are CRNR, that is Chauhou Dance and Raman, Navroz, Ramlila. Next ICH means Intangible Cultural Heritage, and source, in the source S represents Sinkirtana of Manipur, and source of all vitamins V, capital V, represents Vedic chanting of Ladakh, and including D vitamin, including D means Durga Puja of Kolkata, and increase the metabolism, M capital, B capital, metabolism M, Muriat of Kerala, B Buddhist chanting of Ladakh, and by triple K, all are capital. B means brass and copper craft of utensil making in Punjab region, and Y means yoga, and triple K, Kudiyattam, Kumbh Mela, Kalibelia. Kudiyattam, Kumbh Mela, Kalibelia. So this is the best trick you have to remember for all the ICH forms. Not only remember the trick, also remember the small points which are discussed in this video. Okay, you may get a question like that also. Which of the following are true regarding Muriat or regarding Sankirtanas of Manipur, like that also. And you may get a question directly that which of the Indian forms are not included in the Intangible Cultural Heritage Sites of UNESCO. So if you remember these capital letters, you can eliminate all the things. and the one which is not in this list was the correct answer, because the question is which is not included. And which of the following art forms are included? 1, 2, 3, 4 given, and the options are 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 3, 4, like that you may get a question. So definitely, if you are preparing for UPSC or SSC or any other state government exams, competitive exams, then you may get a question on this. So please prepare well, and if you have any doubts regarding any topic, anything in the competitive field, then you can ask at any time. And I already put my phone number in the description also. If you have any doubts, you can contact me directly. Thank you very much. All the very best to all of you. Jai Hind.